George Lucas has sold the rights for Star Wars to Disney in a deal worth £2.5 billion, or just over $4 billion. Disney have said that they now plan to release a new Star Wars film, Episode 7, in 2015. Let's have a word with Mark Newbold, co-owner of Jedi News. What is Jedi News, Mark?
Jedi News is Europe's biggest English-speaking Star Wars website, so we're pretty large. We get about 6 million hits a month, so we're a pretty big site.
OK, so you're a Star Wars aficionado, I'm guessing. Is this good or bad news as far as you're concerned today?
It's fantastic news. Brilliant
Why?
news. It's what we've been waiting for 30 years.
I wasn't expecting you to say that. I was expecting you to say, no, I'm a Star Wars purist. Disney are going to come in, they're going to wreck it, but you clearly feel differently.
There's no reason whatsoever to think Disney would wreck it. Disney bought the Marvel franchise, and look at what they've done with the Avengers. They bought Pixar, and look at what they've done with Pixar. They bought the Muppets, and they've brought the Muppets back, you know. Disney's got a good history of taking things on and making things bigger and better, and no reason to think Star Wars won't be any different.
Did you expect this to happen?
There were whispers that something big was coming down the pipeline, but nobody knew exactly what it was. There's been rumours of a Disney collaboration for a while. A lot of just hypothesis people talking, because there's been links between Lucasfilm and Disney for many, many years. So it wasn't entirely unexpected. But when we got the call yesterday at 8 o'clock to actually get it confirmed, it was pretty big, yeah.
So when you say we got the call at 8 o'clock, I kind of just imagine this underground network of Star Wars fans just immediately calling each other and rippling around the UK. What do you expect Disney to bring to a new Star Wars film? So we're going to see this thing in 2015. What is Episode 7 going to be, do you think?
Nobody really knows, because obviously when Lucas decided to make more Star Wars films sort of 10, 15 years ago, they were prequels based on story treatments that he'd come with when he was making the original 3 films back in the 70s and 80s. So whilst the thought of sequels has always been something we've wanted, nobody's ever really gone into any great detail. The only people that have are the people that wrote the books and the comics and filled out what's known as the expanded universe, which is all the other stories that carried on. So one of the big questions amongst fans of Star Wars is, are they going to incorporate all these other stories and books and novels into this future film, or are they just going to ignore them, or how is it going to play out? Nobody really knows. I mean, Lucas has got treatments for a number of films apparently, so it's not just this film. There will be other films, and Disney seem quite adamant that they're going to try and release a film every 2 to 3 years, so there's a lot of product coming.
Do you think that fans are going to expect a lot from Disney as far as this is concerned, though?
I think there's a level of expectation from Disney, purely because the quality of stuff that they put out, their own stuff and the Pixar stuff, and just Disney generally means quality, but also they've got a lot of revenue streams and avenues to get product out there. For example, there's talk of doing Star Wars television series. Disney owns ABC, so there's a network there. They own the Disney Channel, obviously, so there's outlets there. You know, DVD, direct-to-Blu-ray stuff. There's a lot of avenues that Disney can explore to fulfil the need and the want for Star Wars product that the fans have got. Are
we going to see the Ewoks return, though, Mark? That's the big question, isn't it?
It's your big question, definitely. Did you own an Ewok or something? Or was it
I'm just I tell you what, I'm a complete Star Wars novice, but the Ewoks are the only characters that I am familiar with because they're vaguely cute. So I've got a vested interest in seeing them return in 2015.
I wouldn't think they'll be front and centre, let's put it that way, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if you saw one in the background with a lightsaber. That wouldn't surprise me.
You disappoint me, Mark. Good to speak to you this afternoon. That's Mark Newbold.